Welcome to Shoaib Stories Ghazala Hashmi, the journey of hope, courage, and change. In the heart of Hyderabad, India, in the summer of 1964, a baby girl was born who would one day make history across the ocean. Her name was Ghazala Hashmi. Her parents, Zia and Tanveer Hashmi, were ordinary people with extraordinary dreams. They believed in the power of knowledge, the dignity of hard work, and the importance of compassion. When little Ghazala was only 4 years old, her parents decided to move to the United States, seeking better opportunities and a brighter future for their children. That journey, from the warmth of Hyderabad to the unknown land of America, was the beginning of a remarkable story. For the young Ghazala, America was both a promise and a challenge. She entered school in Statesboro, Georgia, where she often felt like an outsider. She was a brown-skinned girl with an unfamiliar name from a culture few understood. Yet, she never gave up. She turned her quietness into strength, her curiosity into courage. Instead of fighting her difference, she embraced it. She learned to see the world through multiple lenses: the traditions of her Indian roots and the values of her new American home. Her teachers quickly noticed something special in her: a deep love for words, for books, for ideas. Literature became her refuge. It gave her the language to express what her heart already knew. That identity is not a limitation. It is a story waiting to be told. Years passed, and Ghazala turned her love of learning into a lifelong mission. She earned her bachelor's degree in English from Georgia Southern University, graduating with honors, and later completed her PhD in American literature from Emory University. She was a student of stories, not just those written on pages, but those lived in the real world. After marrying Azhar Rafiq, she moved to Richmond, Virginia, where she began teaching English at local colleges. Her classrooms were full of life, a mix of cultures, dreams, and challenges. She didn't just teach literature. She taught empathy, perspective, and courage. She told her students, "Your story matters. Never let anyone make you believe it doesn't." In time, she became a respected academic leader, founding the Center for Excellence in Teaching and Learning at Reynolds Community College. But deep down, Ghazala began to realize something powerful: that the inequalities she saw in education could not be changed in classrooms alone. They needed a stronger voice. They needed someone to speak for those who couldn't. That realization led her to an unexpected crossroads: politics. In 2019, Ghazala Hashmi made a bold decision to run for the Virginia State Senate. Many doubted her. She was a newcomer to politics, an immigrant, a Muslim woman, in a district long dominated by conservative men. But Ghazala refused to be defined by fear. Her campaign began not in fancy offices or TV ads, but on the streets, knocking on doors, talking to families, listening to their struggles. She connected not through slogans, but sincerity. Her message was simple: every person deserves respect, every child deserves education, and every family deserves opportunity. Slowly, hearts began to turn. People who had never voted for a Democrat before voted for her because they trusted her. And then, history was made. Ghazala Hashmi won the election, becoming the first Muslim and Indian American woman ever elected to the Virginia Senate. When she stood on stage that night, surrounded by her family and supporters, tears filled her eyes. She thought of her parents' courage, her years of hard work, and the thousands of women who would now see that nothing is impossible. But Ghazala's journey didn't stop there. It was only the beginning. In the Senate, she became known for her calm strength and her unwavering sense of justice. She focused on education reform, affordable health care, women's empowerment, and environmental protection. her style of politics was different, grounded not in power or anger, but in kindness and wisdom. She was not loud, but her message was powerful. She built bridges between communities that others had divided. She stood up for teachers, for working families, for those who had been forgotten by the system. Her voice carried the quiet conviction of someone who had lived through struggle and turned it into purpose. Then came November 2025, another historic day. Ghazala Hashmi was elected as Lieutenant Governor of Virginia, becoming the first Muslim woman and first Indian-born American to hold a statewide office in the state's history. It was a victory that echoed far beyond Virginia. From New Delhi to New York, from classrooms to community centers, people celebrated her win as a triumph of diversity and determination. In her victory speech, she said with emotion, "This is not my story alone. This is the story of every immigrant who dares to dream, of every woman who refuses to be silent." Today, Ghazala Hashmi stands as more than just a political figure. She is a symbol of perseverance, integrity, and hope. She has proven that leadership is not about titles. It's about service. Not about division, but unity. Her journey reminds us that barriers exist to be broken, that courage begins in small acts, and that change often starts with one person daring to step forward. From a young immigrant girl in Georgia to the Lieutenant Governor of Virginia, her story is living proof that dreams know no boundaries, neither of land, nor language, nor faith. Her legacy continues to inspire thousands of young women across the world to believe that they too can rise. In classrooms, in offices, in homes, her story is retold as a beacon of what is possible when you lead with heart. As Ghazala herself once said, "The measure of success is not how high we rise, but how many we lift along the way." And so, the story of Ghazala Hashmi is not just about politics. It is about humanity. It is about finding strength in identity, purpose in struggle, and peace in service. It is the story of an immigrant who became a leader, not by changing who she was, but by staying true to herself. Thanks for watching Shoaib Stories. If you enjoyed this inspiring journey, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more motivational stories of real-life heroes who change the world with courage and compassion.